Play surges forward. Possibility!
Retro Football is back. I am back, but I'm still alone on the virtual couch. It's lonely here, there's no Dave. But good news, guys, because Dave will be back with next week's episode and onwards. And old school. We haven't done old school for a while. The videos will be back. Dave's schedule has changed, or rather Dave's schedule has changed. Look how snappy these menus are, guys. FIFA 15 on PS4. This is the PS5 version I'm playing here with you guys live kind of thing. So let's play a friendly. I'm going to use... Where are they? QPR, Queen's Park Rangers. Now, guys, this is the first FIFA which featured the full Premier League package. So you had every Premier League stadium, all of the presentation, the pre-match presentation, that kind of thing. Wow, Rio Ferdinand, look, at the back there for QPR. I think this was Rio's final season as a professional. Yeah, what a defender he was for Man United and Leeds and West Ham. But anyway, enough about Ferdinand. FIFA 15. So I've kind of... this is the final video, if you like. Don't worry, it's not the final retro football video. But it's the final video out of the FIFA 14, FIFA 15, FIFA 16 trilogy of games. I call them three FIFAs the trilogy. Because in my opinion, they are the best three FIFA games. And FIFA 15... I haven't played this for ages, guys, so do bear with me. I lost my copy of this. I don't know where it got to, so I picked this up again from eBay. It cost £2, £3. Very cheap. I remember loving this back in the day. It was my favourite out of the three. Out of 14, 15 and 16. So... let's see how this plays. I remember this being difficult. This is in Legendary, guys. Legendary difficulty, the highest difficulty. No ultimate difficulty back in these days of FIFA. Okay, so West Ham here playing the ball around. I remember this FIFA being quicker than 14 and 16. I did cover 14 a few weeks ago, guys, and gave it glowing praise. What an amazing football game that still is to this day. I can't get the ball here, guys. This is the first time, like I've already said with the Premier League presentation, we got to see QPR's stadium, Loftus Road, I think. Get it away. Get rid of it. Oh, and it's 1-0 to West Ham already. So yeah, a bit ping-pongy, guys. I love how challenging these FIFAs were, though. On the Ignite engine. So the FIFA after this, FIFA 16, if you missed my FIFA 16 video, go check it out. That was the last game in the Ignite engine era, if you like, and then it went over to Frostbite. I'm going to change this to 4-3-3. I can't play 4-4-2. I'm just not used to it. I always play this formation, guys. Wow, look at these. Bobby Zamora. These players are bringing back some memories, guys. But yeah, this looks decent. Visually. The soundtrack on this you won't hear, guys, because I'll have to edit that out. For obvious reasons. The music will get me copyright strikes. That's if the PlayStation will pick up the music. Sometimes when you record from the PS5 and the PS4, it mutes the music for you. But anyway, I'll try and do this as quick as possible. I won't mess around with tactics. I'll just get back into the match here. Here they come. Wow, look at the managers in the background there. They look terrible. I remember them looking really bad, because you actually, in career on these FIFAs, you do have to choose what preset manager you want, what clothes he's wearing, that kind of thing, and it makes no difference. Whatever you choose makes no difference to how your manager will look. You'll just get lumped with some default looking avatar the game's chose for you. But anyway, this feels really nice to play. That's a penalty, surely. Did you see that? Yeah, this feels really, really nice to play. It's a bit too quick, guys. I have put this down to slow. I'm not using any sliders, but like I said on my other FIFA videos, I always choose slow rather than normal in the speed setting for single player. You can't online, you have to play in default speed, but for my career modes and exhibition friendly matches, I always choose slow. It's just better. But even in slow, this is a bit quick. A bit too quick for my liking, but I'm enjoying this already. Very playable on this engine. You really feel the difference between this and Frostbite. And there's more fouls. Everything's a bit more physical. It feels like a Premier League match. Frostbite is everything's too clunky and passive and just turgid. Oh, West Ham have got another. What is going on with my defence? I think I'm right in saying that this QPR team got relegated at the end of this season. I think I'm right in saying that. Correct me in the comments if I'm way off there. But it's 2-0 to West Ham. This is enjoyable, guys. Really enjoyable. It just feels... I said this about FIFA 15. Oh, look at that glitch. The stand glitching in. Now, some stadiums do that in FIFA. Even on FIFA 22, Fratton Park does it. If you have your camera settings similar to mine, so basically I zoom everything out in telebroadcast, some stadiums you'll see a bit of the stand glitching. If you put it down to default settings, that will disappear. It's very strange. But anyway, here we go. I'm in here. What should I do with this? Stand it up at the back post. No. Very, very challenging, guys, like I've already said. And then it got to FIFA 17. Sorry to sound like a broken record. If you guys watch all my retro football videos, you would have heard me say this before, but FIFA 17 onwards, oh my word, it was just so easy. So easy. Even up in Legendary, it was just damn easy. I'm going to show you guys some different teams because it's just a bit of variety in these videos in this series. Not because QPR are terrible and I was sucking, I promise. Chelsea. Okay, I'll be Chelsea against Man City, I think. Let's still have that challenge. Oh, not with these kits, though. It's a bit of a clash there for me, guys. Sorry. Liverpool. There you go. That won't clash. I think this Chelsea side went on to win the Premier League in this season of this game. So the 15-16 Premier League season, I think. But here we go. Stamford Bridge. That was a really good Chelsea side at the time. I think this was Mourinho coming back, wasn't it, to Chelsea? And I think he won the league. He might have already been there the season before. I'm not sure. But anyway, pitch textures look really good. Lighting is decent. I mean, again, Frostbite. The pitch textures just got worse and worse with every FIFA. And now we've just got these terribly sort of dull... what are supposed to be pitches. They just the green color on the look at this fouls. I'll stop going on about pitches, guys, but yeah, FIFA 22 in on the PS4 and Xbox One and PC, the pitch textures are woeful. But I'm pretty sure I said that in one of my other videos. So yeah, apologies, guys. I like the free kick system in the Ignite FIFAs. Look at that. Oh, I blast it over the bar. But yeah, I love the free kicks and the penalties in these FIFA games. I hate the penalties and free kicks in FIFA now. They're just crap. They completely change the mechanics and how you have to approach them. But this is damn good. This is it's still a good game to play. So here come Liverpool. It's a good tackle there from Azpilicueta. There's Oscar. Diego Costa, who looked 48 years old, but he was only like 20. William was a good player back in the day. Ooh. What I like in these FIFAs is how the CPU builds its play as well, depending on which club you're playing against. Oh, it's nice, that, from Coutinho. Out, ooh, I was going to say out you go, but I think... Is that a corner? But yeah, this is just... I'm so glad I've picked these games up again, guys. I'm going to try not to lose them this time. I'll keep them in my unit under my TV and just guard them just in case for whatever reason you can't get your hands on these games again, because they're great. Here we go. Oh, yeah, these are great. Because you've got that Pro Evo sort of feeling. I know I've said this before as well, but they do play very similar to the classic PES games. They're not as good, but they're up there. They are definitely up there. And obviously you don't have to spend any time messing around with option files, etc., because your game obviously already has all the licensing because of the FIFA brand. I like how difficult it is to break down the CPU, and I found that in FIFA 14 as well. But yeah, this still feels great. I'm going to be controversial, guys, actually, and say out of the three, the trilogy, so FIFA 14, FIFA 15, FIFA 16, the holy trinity of FIFAs. Out of the three, my least favourite after playing this for a couple of minutes with you guys is FIFA 16. And it's controversial because FIFA 16 is renowned as being the best FIFA in recent times. I say recent times, so it was years ago, wasn't it? This is retro football. But out of these three games, many people say that 16 is the best, and they still play it to this day. And I like 16. Again, I covered it a few weeks ago, guys. Check it out on the series. But it's my least favourite because I find in FIFA 16 that... I'm just going to show you some other teams here, guys. That, I find in FIFA 16... Sorry, guys, I'm focusing here on playing the game at the same time. It is quite difficult. Dave, where are you? What was I saying? Yeah, FIFA 16, I find that the CPU plays in too much tiki-taka regardless of the side they are. That is the negative. That's the big negative of that game for me. The CPU will just go through the middle of the pitch, playing real quick 1-2 touch sort of passing. That's where it started to begin, the way the CPU played. That's something about FIFA I don't like. In FIFA 14 and 15, in my opinion, the CPU seems to play in more of an organic way. Which will add depth to your career modes then. So yeah, this is not... It's not up there with FIFA 14 for me. FIFA 14 is my favourite out of the three, but this is very, very close. And the good thing with this, like I've already said, is you've got all the Premier League stadiums. So you're not playing at these generic fake stadiums all the time. And it does make a difference, again, when you're playing a lengthy career mode. So I've chose Leon here, guys, as you could see, against Kane. Yeah, anyway. I can't pronounce their name. I always found that the European games play a little bit differently, a little bit slower. Like in real life, European football is a little bit slower than the Premier League football. And the rain is lashing down. And what I should have done, actually, guys, in options... I'll do it for the next match. We'll have one more match after this. I was going to show you a day game, how it looks with the day lighting, the day graphics, because all of these have been evening, night matches. There's Fekir. I didn't swear then, guys, I promise. Good player he was. I always thought he'd go on and do better than he did, like a lot of these Lyon players. I think Benzema left Lyon, obviously, and went on to great things with Real Madrid. But we had so many other players who I thought, like Lacazette, I think he is playing up front for me now. Let's have a look. Very... Oh, I tried to shoot us a penalty, surely. It is. It is. Penalties, guys. You don't see a lot of penalty kicks in the modern day football games. Referees just don't seem to blow up at all when you're in the area. Look at this. Oh, is that a penal, though? I kick his leg. But the ref... Yes, Lacazette. The ref gives the spot kick. Can I put this away? Because remember, this isn't Frostbite FIFA, so I have to do it differently. Oh, down the middle with a bit of power. And it's 1-0 to Leon. Yeah, penalties, guys, and fouls and all that kind of thing. Injuries. You'll see a lot of injuries on Ignite Engine, on all the FIFA 14, 15, 16 games. So much variety in these games. Just so much. But like I say, or like I said, rather, let's show you a daytime match. Let's do some internationals. I always found that international games play a little bit differently, like too differently. They always felt more frantic and really fast in these FIFA games. Let's see. And these player models in FIFA 15 are woeful. Absolutely awful. They look like wrestlers, don't they? I don't know what EA were thinking. So, there we go. Let's do a 3 PM job. Nice and clear. In the summer. It's a Euro 96 match. Well, it's not Euro 96 because we've got Wayne Rooney up front. But I'm really, really enjoying my time with this. And again, I'm so glad I've picked these games up. And it's sad that how boring FIFA is today compared to these games. But yeah, look at these player models. Why has every player got to have this massive six-pack? You thought I was going to say something else then, guys, didn't you? Here we go. So it's England v Scotland at Wembley. As you can see, guys, lighting looks decent. Pitch textures are decent, considering this is a pretty old game now. And yeah, this is just a really, really good football game. And then again, the negatives, if I had to give it negatives, were the player models. They're just terrible. And the pace is a tad too quick for me. Scotland nearly make it 1-0, but it's nice and challenging. It's very challenging, actually, guys. Have I scored a goal in this video? I think I scored a penalty. That was it. Very, very challenging. You don't have to sit there and mess around with sliders to make the CPU more aggressive or whatever. It's just out of the box. Good fun to play. The servers are off on this, guys, FIFA 15. I think they turned them off last year. So they're finally off. So I don't think you can pull down any squad updates and that kind of thing. Well, no, you won't be able to because the servers are offline. But yeah, I thought this would be cool just to finally finish the holy trilogy of FIFAs. FIFA 15 ends the mini-series within the Retro Football series. Like I've already said, look out for Dave joining me on the virtual couch. He'll be in the next Retro Football video. I don't know what we'll be covering. I will let Dave choose the next game. And old school video, so we'll be looking at some classics from the NES, the SNES, the Genesis, the PC Engine, etc. Games which aren't soccer, which aren't football. And also, Dave and I will be talking about the gameplay trailer, the official gameplay trailer for FIFA 23, which, as I'm playing this game of FIFA 15 here, is live now apparently. So me and Dave will go back and watch that with you guys and give you our thoughts on FIFA 23, or rather the gameplay reveal, and hopefully it's not going to be the same old, but yeah. As always, guys, thank you for joining me. Look out for me, look out for Dave. Dave will be back. Give this video a like, please. Likes go a long way. And I'll speak to you all soon.
Referee has awarded a corner kick to Scotland. Wasn't worth the defenders coming up. Simple for the keeper.